Rosberg out! Keke Rosberg, out of the Australian Grand Prix. If this isn't a sensation, I'd like to know what is. Just 93 seconds later, Murray Walker received a spectacular answer to his query. In one of the most dramatic incidents, arguably in the history of Formula One, a rear tyre exploded on Nigel Mansell's Williams Honda as he reached 180 miles per hour on the main straight. "And look at that!" bellowed Walker, stabbing a finger at the monitor in the BBC booth. "Colossally! That's Mansell! That is Nigel Mansell! The car absolutely shattered. He's fighting for control. You can see what's happened. Now, this could change, and will change, the World Championship." Indeed it could. Indeed it did. Mansell's failure to win the 1986 world title at the 11th hour on the streets of Adelaide would enter the annals of motorsport spectacle just as surely as the excited declarations of the man commentating on it. Colossally, that's Mansell. Who else but Murray Walker could have said such a thing? When it came to motorsport, everything was a derivative of colossal in Walker's book. Rosberg easing to the side of the track and coming to a gentle halt, compared to Mansell's hair-raising departure at 100 times the speed, may have been similar to contrasting a chilly draft with a raging typhoon. But, as far as Murray Walker was concerned, the fact that Rosberg had lost a commanding lead in what would be his final Grand Prix was a sensation. It was a thought he wanted, desperately needed, to share with viewers in the UK and in several countries around the world taking the BBC broadcast. The fact that retirement for Rosberg had become a familiar sight in half of the preceding 15 races was an irrelevance as far as this commentator was concerned. Rosberg was leading a race for only the 4th time in 1986, and there was a certain poignancy attached to this one, a pathos that Walker would have not merely noted, but unashamedly embraced. Rosberg's spectacular style in the cockpit appealed to Murray just as much as the fins and souciance went out of the car. Keke had been a popular world champion in 1982. The fact that Rosberg had won just a single Grand Prix that year added to his aura of cheerful indifference. This race in Australia would be Rosberg's 114th and final appearance. It may have been a comparatively brief Formula One career. Lewis Hamilton reached twice the number of races in 2018, but it did not detract from the F1 community's wish, articulated so passionately by Walker, to see Rosberg end it with a win. Apart from losing a comfortable lead, there was nothing particularly sensational in the strictest visual sense about the McLaren coming slowly to a halt. But whether he recognised it or not, Walker's emotional connection with this driver on this particular circuit had been cemented 12 months before, when Rosberg was the colourful victor of the inaugural Australian Grand Prix. An Australasian element to the international F1 calendar had been a long time coming. It was to be one of the most popular editions for many years after that first race weekend in early November 1985. But Walker loved it for reasons that went beyond the surprisingly good quality of the temporary racetrack and its facilities.